Welcome fellas, Zemper here with my very first YouTube Line War cast, featuring Brody in blue and Nubs in red. Let's get this game going. It looks like there is there's not a lot of water on this map, there's only land. It looks like both of them want to go here in the middle. It's a very good position. There's double oil here. And yeah, they're pretty set on where they want to go. Looks like Brody wants to go head to the east here, or to the west, and Nubs to the east. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of fighting in the middle. It looks like there's a lot of oil actually, a lot of gas, pretty much everywhere, and multiple towns. So a very resource heavy map this. And looks like Brody will be going in this location as much is in the middle as possible. Meanwhile, Nubs is going here in the bottom right corner. Still a lot of area to expand, as long as he does not get cornered here. But I do not think that is going to happen. 5 barracks starting out here for Nubs. They're going very heavy on the infantry. On the other hand, Brody going double airport, even a city actually, and 2 farms. So very heavy into eco. Let's just hope that Nubs does not find him too soon, or this will be a game over very quickly. Actually, only 1 airport was used with the starter money. And the other one is still being built, so there's not gonna be too many airplanes at once. What was the... right. Fog of war off. There we go. And there's... they're not gonna see each other for quite a while, it looks like. They're just focusing on eco right now. Not much else really to do. And it looks like Nubs is going with commandos here. I do believe this is the beta branch, so I'm not sure among these. Oh, that must be a commando, yeah. I'm pretty sure because he has a backpack and normal soldiers do not have a backpack. So he started with quadruple commandos, 5 commandos actually now, and then he went with more soldiers. So a sneaky play could be quite devastating for Brody if the commandos manage to sneak in somewhere. Brody now 2 barracks in the front. Looks like he sort of knows where Nubs is starting. You can sort of tell with the starting location, or the pick face rather. Ooh, Nubs is also going with an airport here. Very good choice. Early air or early factory seems to be very strong. At least you can counter air, because air is... if you get air superiority and the other guy cannot produce enough SAMs, it's very nice. You you almost win with that. As long as you can keep fighting and finding the enemy's building, and he doesn't have eco. Ooh, another town here for Brody. Very heavy into early eco here. But he's not gonna be able to expand as fast as Nubs is doing with all his soldiers. Looks like he's trying to go for the oil well over here. He has one here now to use. It looks... well, it might actually just be new animations for the barracks here. There's only commandos going out of here, yeah. I think when it's halfway, I think that that must be when he puts on the backpack on the treadmill. Very interesting. I didn't notice that. Small detail. Yeah, look at that. Now we're starting. He gets a backpack now. He has some red. Or that maybe like 75% done. Yeah. There's a visual way to... Yeah, about 75 when he starts to get stuff on him. Nice way to tell when that your guy is almost complete. Ooh, Brody is spreading out all across the map. Holy crap. Oh, fog F. I'm dumb. Okay, Brody has spotted nubs. He can see these commandos. I guess it's because he has a lot of units here, or I can see them. That's probably why. That is a free camera, that is not correct. Alright, just figured out you can switch the fog of war to several different ones. Yeah, Brody really, now they're fighting each other. Apparently Nubs is going with helicopters. And the commandos are now backing off from Nubs. But he has a lot of them, so I just want to get the mountain bonus here. Here comes the strikers, 6 of them. 5 I can count. They're just gonna wreak havoc here. There's no anti-air whatsoever. This is what I meant. If you don't have anti-air or you get very early a lot of strikers, he lost so many commandos from that. Looks like he's not going a single soldier, only commandos actually. Much more expensive, but they are, and take a lot of time to train. But they are much stronger than a normal soldier. And they have they have so low visibility. There's 2 airport for nubs, a factory has been added, probably going to be either tanks or anti-air. He still hasn't taken any gas. So I'm guessing it's going to be anti-air. Now that he has seen all the strikers that Brody has. Yeah, Brody is now starting to add a lot more into an army here. More barracks. And producing SAMs from the factory. It's still expanding. He does not have a dedicated barracks for expanding in the back, which was a very common thing some months ago. But he really needs his attention here in the front. 6 barracks. This time I counted correctly. But there's only soldiers. Okay, the soldiers have the prisoner outfit. Alright, that's interesting. Good visual knowledge to know. Ooh. Nubs is adding interceptors. That is also a very nice anti-air strategy. Can keep up with the speed of the strikers. If they hit somewhere you don't have anti-air. Normal SAMs, that is. So far it's only a normal artillery being built here. But he's adding gas finally, so which is probably wise when you have 2 airports actually. Yeah, he has no air almost, or no gas. Oh, this is bad. His strikers is not gonna make it too much longer, and the helicopter's probably gonna have to land soon. We will be able to clean this up. but not too much longer. Unless the gas gets added here in any second now. Nope. They ran out of gas, so they have to head home. Just a little bit out of timing. This gas is probably built soon. Small skirmish with strikers here in the top. Brody has sent them here, and he took out almost everyone from Nubs here. Still one lone soldier here. He's not gonna do too much unless he gets reinforcements, but it doesn't look like it. Still expanding. He has almost everything here. I missed 2 of them here. Yep, Nubs has expanded a lot. Much more than Brody has with the 5 barracks in the beginning. More barracks for Brody here. Holy crap. He's just soldiering out boys left and right. Another city? What is this? He's going extremely greedy here. God damn. He does not give a shit. And here comes the strikers again. Probably looking to clean out Nub's army over here. Are they gonna see them? They are not seeing. There's not enough strikers here. Here comes the rest of them, so they're probably gonna see them now. Oh, they just saw them. Yeah. Just about saw them. But here comes the interceptors. There's not a lot of them, but they're much stronger in air. God, oh, did he get it? I get it, got it. Nice. But yeah, they were a little bit too late. But they're ready for the next time Brody sends his strikers again. Yes, triple base city here. That's a lot of resources. Instead of expanding, he has triple city. And Nubs has not a single one yet. He only has some oil. Really, there are no cities here, so that might be why also. There's some small skirmishes in the south or the north. But looks like Brody is not going to win that unless he gets a lot more units. On the other hand, here come Nubs. Not strikers, the interceptors. You don't normally see interceptors, but they're good. They can really help with this. All these commandos also are much stronger, as I said, than the normal soldiers here. But the helicopter cut it together with the strikers and no, interceptors and the soldiers are gonna clean this up easily. And there will probably be a stalemate between these mountains here. Very hard to push in this entire area. If you have interceptors, it's gonna help. But now he saw the interceptors here in the north, so he's sending his strikers here in the south. And he has discovered the barracks here from Nubs. Trying to do something sneaky, but it's not gonna help. There's a few commandos here, but they are going to be seen. At least some of them. Oh, yeah, he knows there's a few more guys there. Here now we have a lot of SAMs from Nubs. Also a few SAMs coming from Brody as well. Another city from Brody. That is interesting. So much eco, but he's not. He has now one back barracks here, but he's not expanding too much here. They're just standing around, but they have been told to walk basically everywhere. But there's not a lot of them, so. big battle here in the south. Lots of interceptors are gonna take down a ton of strikers here. 2 strikers down. 3 down, I guess. Yep, 3 strikers down. And yeah, Brody has to retreat with his air because the amount of interceptors here is too much for him. He can't deal with those. He needs his own SAMs on the ground. He's starting to get a few here, but it needs to be a lot more. Now the fighting in the middle has finally started. It's been a bit back and forth here, but tanks now for Nubs. He is adding more energy, so he's looking to push quite hard. Brody does have a lot of barracks here. So far only 1 factory that is producing sand, so he's going all out on that, just soldier push. Yeah, Bravo team, yeah, Red Nubs. He's sending a lot of soldiers here top. He can just spam them out from these 5. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factories constantly producing. Several tanks, 3 on tanks and 2 on interceptors. SAMs, not interceptors. Yeah, these tanks are gonna wreak havoc here. They're so strong. Nubs is keeping up with his oil so far. He also have a second one now. He has 2 more, 3 even, that he can build. Even this one in the water if he wants to take it. Ooh, Brody is sneaking here to the south though. But Nubs, oh god, he has so many units here. He has taken half an army. Just sending them. Yeah, sending them to capture over here. But it looks like Brody is cutting them off. Nubs is suspecting it. He can see that it's being taken over here. It's quite hard to push over these mountains here in the middle, which is why the battle is concentrated down here. And Brody has actually pushed back a little bit here. He has not passed the mountain, but Nubs is pushing here to the north. Brody has a lot of soldiers here, though these guys are gonna be taken out in just a minute. And he can start reclaiming, maybe even push down here. But he has sent all of these guys up, so they're gonna intercept them here. And there's constantly 5 barracks producing soldiers just pushing up here. Ooh, even more barracks. 1 barracks and 2 more factories being added. So more production from Nubs. He's going very heavy into factory, not adding that many more barracks. Meanwhile, Brody is going even more barracks. He still only has 1 factory. He's adding another one up here now. Yeah. Oh, he has a factory over here. Never mind. Also 2 2 more barracks and an airstrip, so he can support here in the north. And in the south, Nubs has finally built a sneaky barracks. Probably gonna expand a little bit more here. And I will probably want to push Brody out of this area if he can keep it. He has a lot of helicopters, which is really nice to help push the soldiers away. There's a few SAMs coming, but they're being chased by tanks, so they're probably not gonna survive for too much longer. He can still see them. He pushed. He knows they're there. I want to get rid of them. And Nubs is now sending all of his air All of it is going to the middle here. God damn. He does not want these soldiers here. That is understandable. Even though probably the shoppers could have dealt with this. But there's no kill like overkill. Even though he didn't actually get him, but he backed off actually. Yeah, I think he might have realized his mistake there. His interceptors are really needed here in the north. He's adding an airstrip here, so he can refill and help against the strikers. Nubs has a barracks here in the back, trying to keep Brody from coming in and through this choke point here. There's a lot of anti-air here, so the strikers they're losing the more they are attacking. He is not currently attacking with these strikers. So he doesn't have that many left. He has a few up here. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not that many against these many SAMs. Nubs is doing a big push here in the middle. Lots of tanks and artists. Here in the south, his shoppers is finally dealing with the soldiers here. He's also pushing and reclaiming as he goes. Another barracks being added here for Nubs. It doesn't look like he's trying to go back here. Mainly just holding his position and capturing everything. It's very interesting that Brody still hasn't captured that much here. He didn't commit to capturing, he went with towns, and now he's upgrading a city also. He has four towns and 1 city soon. This city is gonna bring a lot of eco, but yeah, it also costs a lot to build it. But when you're losing territory like he's doing here, well, he still gained territory also. Let's see what the eco is here currently. Brody has currently 1800 income. That is a lot. And Nubs has 1400. Yeah, so Brody has 400 more income. That's probably mainly because of his cities or towns. And Nubs is losing a few more territories here. Another barracks and helicopters and interceptors are trying to deal with this. It's only soldiers. There's some anti-air up here though, but they're not down here to defend. It looks like Nubs is getting quite in a pinch here. He is, however, pushing both here and here. So Brody is in quite an pickle himself. He's now finally added a lot more factories, multiple tanks incoming. He's going negative in energy though. He also only has 1 energy, it seems. Yeah, only 1 energy. He needs to get more energy if he wants to keep all of these tanks and the interceptors, or the strikers, alive and functioning. He has some reserves, so he can do something with them, but not too much. Is that city still alive? God damn. Brody is so lucky. That city is like completely in rubble. It's like 1 building still standing. It's the flower shop in the corner. She's still selling flowers, which means it's still a city. Burnt flowers are still flowers. Brody is actually pushing back here in the southwest. But also Nubs has taken everything down here, so he's now able to push back up. But ooh, Nubs snuck a tank in here to deal with the lady and her flower shop. So now it's no longer a city. Nubs is adding a lot more. He's cancelling his pursuit here. He knows he has pushed a lot, so he can focus more. What the? Are these walking artists? All right, new generation artists. Is that a technology? Walking artist. All right. He's as I said, he is focusing his resources from here instead of pushing in the front. He's trying to save himself here in the back line. Not too many reinforcements here from Brody. He has to deal with, the front and save his. Oh, he has 2 energy cell wells here in the front line. Probably not the best location. You wanted probably this one and this one. You have even this one. Yeah, these are very easily to lose. A few strikers or some tank rush, you could lose those. Just like Nubs is doing here, but they are being intercepted. There's so many soldiers. 3 tanks and a ton of soldiers. Who will win? Looks like the soldiers are gonna win. There are strikers as well here, so they're gonna be cleaned up. There's no anti-air in the vicinity. So these tanks cannot do anything. They were on a mission, probably to destroy the city here. He knows about the city. There's a huge target for Nubs. It's so much income. It looks like almost a stalemate in the middle, but Nubs is pushing slowly, clearing this mountain here. There's a few interceptors and a ton of helicopters, but here comes the SAMs from Brody. And these helicopters are just gonna get shredded. Even more helicopters coming from the south to help. The helicopters did deal a ton of damage. There's still a few SAMs left here though. Yeah, only 2 more helicopters. And this one just said no one left. Yeah, a lot of helicopters almost dealt with the SAMs. More SAMs are coming, even interceptors, so you don't want to get too close to them. Even though Nubs has his own SAMs here to defend. There's a lot of strikers. 3 full airstrikes is being sent here. And these SAMs are actually starting to dwindle here. There's not too many anti-air left here for Nubs. He has started to go away from too many SAMs. And there's still 2 SAMs in the vicinity here. Another tank rush from Nubs. He's just sending them, but there's still soldiers in the way here. Too bad for the tanks, you can't drive over these soldiers that are bigger than you. Yeah, even more soldiers here for Brody. He's just sending soldiers here. He knows he needs to keep this area, so Nubs cannot snipe the town here. Is 1 tank sneaking past? 1 tank is sneaking past, but he's done. 2 more tanks. The strikers are gonna deal with them easy. They're not gonna be there for too long. Here in the south, it looks. Ooh, there's so much going on here. Brody has taken this entire area. Now 4 barracks here. And Nubs has lost his advantage here totally. This push is getting pushed back quite heavily. There's so many soldier production here from Brody, and they're just. Some of them are going this way to pick up these guys, and then in the front here to just push. So they have slowly pushed here, and here in the north it looks like Nubs is actually holding this. They haven't gotten too far, so it must. Brody must have had a lot of reinforcements here actually. They're still coming, a lot of them from here in the north, and he's also pushing this mountain range. Nubs has taken so much eco and just thrown it here in the middle. And Brody has not. He has not been broken here. Now Nubs is sending his tank around. He wants to go around this to snipe the eco here. It would be huge if he could snipe both of these gas, but there are tanks here to defend. But Brody might lose this refinery because there are still 4 tanks and the tanks are still not dying too fast. Brody might lose this one. And Brody is just almost barely keeping up with the energy here. Oh, this... I wish I could see HP, man. Oh, he made it. Oh, that must be a few hits away from dying. It would have been huge for Nubs if he could have sniped that, because Brody can barely keep up with the energy cost now. Well, now it's fine, but when a lot of stuff is happening at once, he is losing. Like when all the strikers are flying. Nubs is adding his own barracks and factory here. So he's looking to hold this mountain range here. At the same time, Brody is pushing with a lot of soldiers here. But the bad part about only soldiers is helicopters can deal with the soldiers very easily. Looks like these soldiers are gonna snipe this factory here. There's not too many to defend it unless Nubs is sending soldiers or helicopters over here. Yeah, Nubs is holding here and slowly pushing back. There's mostly anti-air up here actually. That's not very good against soldiers and artists. Especially walking artists. They're the terrifying kind. Look, these are just walking around here. Looking intimidating. You and your old school wheels, man. Walking are the master race. Yeah, it looks like Brody is slowly pushing with just a huge amount of soldiers in the middle here. Just sheer numbers that's keeping him pushing here. Tanks is on the way. Also from Nubs here, he lost the factory. Helicopters are there to help now, but it's too late. Strikers here in the south as well, but there are just so many soldiers pushing. Nubs' push here is going very badly right now. He can't push. This forward soldiers here has been pushed back and eliminated. Brody is slowly capturing back all of this, and that is the match. Brody had a lot more capital income here, you can see it. That is huge. Also, world seed 69, 69, 69. Epic. Nice. Congratulations to Brody for that victory. And I hope you enjoyed watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.